Hey everybody, it's Matt Shu from Upright Health, and I'm here with Josh Hash. And in this video, we're going to be looking at ways to improve internal and external rotation if you have a friend handy. If you don't have a friend handy, you could use different implements like a block or something to mimic having a friend there, but it's really handy to have somebody as an assist so that you can improve internal and external rotation. So to start off with, we're going to talk about what we're looking for. So Josh is going to use his right arm to demonstrate this for you. He's going to show you internal rotation from this position. So coming down towards the floor. Basically, he's getting pretty close to where we want him to be. We basically want to get to about a 45-degree angle, even a 30-degree angle if possible, if he's a little more flexible. And then external rotation is the opposite direction, which is getting at least all the way down to the floor, and some people, like pitchers, can sometimes get even further back than that when they're standing up. Obviously, they can't rotate through the floor. Now, if you're somebody who has some shoulder issues, you may find that you're limited in one or both directions. So for example, in internal rotation, if you're trying to go this way, you might just get stuck and you might not be able to go anywhere. If you're trying to go into external rotation, you might get a little bit and then find you're stuck there too. So in both of these instances, there's some contractions that you can do to help improve your coordination, improve your control over the range of motion. So we're going to go over those right now. So to start, we're going to assume that Josh has a problem with internal rotation. So he can't go this way. So what we can do is use some contractions to try to help him get control so that can go further down towards the floor. As we're doing these, one thing to take note of is that the shoulder doesn't round forward. It doesn't start lifting up off of the table or the floor that you're using. So that should just be down like that. If you have a friend there, they can just put the hand right on top like that to make sure there's no compensation with the shoulder coming up off the floor. Now, there are three options that we can use to utilize contract-relax techniques to improve the range of motion. This is one option where I am pushing his hand into internal rotation right to the end of his range, and then he's going to push against my hand. So he's going to push against my hand as hard as he comfortably can. There should be no real pain anywhere. But he should just be pushing against the hand, counting to 3, and then relax. And then he's going to do that again, counting to 3, and then relax. And each time when he's relaxing, I'm just trying to push him a little bit further. And then again, and relax. So as we're doing this, again, I'm making sure that shoulder doesn't pop up and that it's not hurting, right? So if anything ever hurts for Josh, he's going to let me know and we're not going to push beyond that. So that's when we're pushing him into internal rotation. The other option is to get him to actively use the muscles that help him internally rotate. So from this position, he's going to pull in and then relax. So he's trying to actively internally rotate, and I'm providing a little resistance. As he's contracting, we're making sure, again, his shoulder doesn't lift off the floor. Good, let's do it one more time, and he's doing the contractions for counts of 3, and then relax. And as he's doing that, we're just trying to basically push a little bit further and further in. Now, one option that people don't really discuss much and hasn't really been toyed with that much in a lot of settings is actually pushing out. So this is actually using the triceps to push his hand out this direction. So we're using some auxiliary muscles, some muscles that are not directly related to internal and external rotation, but they do serve a stabilizing function for the shoulder joint as he goes deeper and deeper into internal rotation. So there you go. The same rules apply. You're just going to be doing contractions for counts of 3. Okay, and then as he finishes the contractions, I'm just moving him further in. One thing you can try is also as you contract, you actually try to move the arm a little bit further and further in. So one thing that you should also pay attention to is that the elbow doesn't start shifting way down. So your friend can always block your hand like that and block your shoulder, block your elbow like that and block the shoulder like that. and just gradually go. This can be kind of dangerous, so you need to make sure you're paying really close attention. If anything ever hurts, you need to be careful and communicative with your partner. Okay, so again, 3 options to review are from this direction, and this direction. My personal favorite so far in doing all these has been this direction for me personally. When I'm doing internal rotation, this one and this one are not super comfortable, and this one seems to be the most comfortable for me and seems to get pretty obvious results, but your mileage may vary, so experiment as you wish. When we're doing the improvement of external rotation, the same spots apply. So let's assume Josh is limited going into external rotation. Then we can take him to his end of range, and then he can fight me as he's coming up. Count to 3, relax, and then down we go. Do it again, count to 3, relax, and down we go. Then I can come under, same thing, relax, and then try to pull him down a little bit, and then yep. And then we can also do out to the side where he's getting that elbow extension, firing the triceps, pushing out, and then relax, and then dragging him down, pushing out, and relax. So it's the same 3 options. This side of the wrist, this side of the wrist, and also this side of the wrist. If you are wondering why not the other side, why not block it from this side so the biceps fire, that seems to cause too much shoulder rounding and just sort of pulls the humerus a little too much forward and pulls the scapula forward. So that doesn't seem to be as useful. We do need to keep the shoulder blade anchored in order to get this full external and internal range of motion. So those are a couple ideas for you to play with. If you don't have an assistant to do this with, you could use a block or use a piece of furniture. So like if you had the couch right here, you could try pushing into that, and then he'd have to scoot away a little bit so the angle changes. And then if you're trying to do the pushes out, then he could do it like this, where he's just next to the couch and then pushing in like that, or pushing out into the couch like that. So different options, use yoga blocks, use whatever you can find that's handy to achieve the same angles, and that can help you out a lot. That's it for this video. We hope you found it useful and that you'll be able to improve your internal and external rotation. And we hope you remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.